Okay. Blah. Okay, so just try turning the gain down a little bit. Hopefully, basically picks everything because of the way the microphone sits, touching the desk. So until I can solve that, it's not going to be amazing sound, but there we go. So I had a quick look on the Pax Dei website. At the moment, I can make log walls, I think. Then there's cottage. Then there's half timber. Then limestone. Now, half timber is, I think if you look at that guy's walls, you can see you've got the foundation. Not foundation. Yeah, foundation walls. And then on top of that sort of first section, limestone at the top. And then over on the right, that sort of little chateau-y bit is half timber, I think. So that's what I want to aim for this. However, it looks like you need carpentry level 30 to unlock that. So, skills. Level 7. So I need to just start making tons of carpentry stuff. So I need to give some thought to certain things. So this little framework for ceiling, again, that's not a terrible ceiling size, to be fair. I like the idea of these being towers, and so to some extent probably the best thing for me to do is to start making them into towers, to rebuild later, because making stuff, I want to just go to my there's my log. So this is all getting a little bit cramped, so basic carpentry workbench. Can I repair everything here? No, so I need to build my log. Log workbench, which I need planks for, and I don't have enough. Okay. So I need to now start thinking in terms of what I want where. This is a kitchen, was very cool. So I just need to now put some of that kitchen stuff back. So let's go and get a whole load of wood. And I need to figure out the stairs up the mountain to the top level, because that's going to dictate how much space I can have at the lower level as well. So get some wood. And start planning out elements of the building, because making stuff and then destroying it is not the end of the world, because you don't lose experience for destroying stuff that had been made. So I think starting to stockpile is going to be a good plan, and stockpiling wood and charcoal next to the kiln burners makes sense. But I don't know whether stockpiling wood is actually going to be useful at this stage, because it would be a lot of chopping down trees to and have a varied inventory. So I need to start getting into some better inventory habits, I think. So I need to make sure if I'm going out to collect wood that all I have is weapons and then empty inventory slots, and then maybe be a little bit ruthless, and at the moment I'm not using resin, so potentially just throwing any resin I pick up, making sure that I throw any beehives, so that I'm getting a big yield of only wood. Because then I can do this run, and then just fill everything up. Do that and that. So with the new axe, it's quicker to chop down these trees, which obviously is great. There is a boar nearby, but it comes for me. Fine. Okay, there we go. Inventory full. And I can now run back. So I need to declutter some of the some of this space. So tailoring tools. Right, so I should be able to put the fire pit. No. No. Let's go with it's not letting that there. I'm going to put the campfire central, because that makes sense to me. This has cooked meat, but that can go in there. I made a stool by the looks of it. Okay, so let's just put a little stool somewhere for now. Let's just have a stool out on our little outlook space. I can sit. Yeah, that's better than nothing. So I have the iron thing can go in there. We've got some bronze iron ingots that can go in there. Flint. 3 charcoal. No, I'm just going to drop the 3 charcoal. That can go away. So resin can go in there. Leather band can go in there. Strips can go in there. Let's put themes, banks, beehive stuff. Shortwood stocks can go in there. And basic tailoring can go in there. Tools can go in there. Single clay, which I can throw away. Hooves can go in there. Flint can go in there. That impure iron ore can go over in here for now. Yeah, I got space. Oh, that single clay can go in there. So I'm now going to chuck all this wood into my kilns. Charcoal. Okay. That's one going. And I want to just fill up on wood again. So I've got basically, oh no, I didn't want my steam thing. Basically I've got an empty inventory. Let's put the consumable bits down there. Right, okay, well, we'll harvest them. Otherwise, we are on wood until it's full. I am going to use my bow and arrow to try and get rid of all of my flint arrows. So let's do a little hunting of the boar that I saw. Boars that I saws. Where are they? Here he is. Why isn't he dying? Okay, glitched. Which is obviously not ideal. The immortal boar. An immortal boar, not really what I need. Okay, so I think that got the boar off my back. And we will avoid the immortal boar of doom. Go this way. Oh, there's two boars there. Yeah, I remember when that would have been a definite death. But now, 3 boar, no problemo. So we're going to go wood. Because there's just lots of boar here for now, we'll go with the boar stuff. And I want to fill up all my charcoal burners because if I have all my kilns full of charcoal, that makes it easy for crafting when I come to doing a load of blacksmithing stuff. So getting them down to like half health by the time they reach me is pretty good. Armour is levelling up, so that means we're better able to withstand attacks, which obviously is awesome. At some point I need to take out some of these Inquisition dudes, but I think not until I've got considerably stronger. So, wood cutting also levelling up. I'm hoping that just means that it gets easier and quicker. It's not just the axe that plays the part. As we're collecting wood, I'm just going to keep picking up this sapwood as well. Because, like, if it's there, might as well. Don't need the onions at the moment. I probably should have counted how many kilns I have and how much their max capacity is, but I think we'll fill a couple of them up if we keep getting wood like this. And I've not been recording my animes. What a bloody buffoon. Oh, right, so that's been 20 minutes without an animes. Well, there we go. At least you've heard my thoughts, which is something better than nothing. So I need to start thinking in terms of like plans for the Skycastle. So kitchen, brewery, distillery space, leatherworking area, blacksmithing area, etc., etc. So yeah. I think having storage for relevant materials next to the relevant bench is just sensible. So at some point figuring the stairs all the way up the mountain is going to be a good idea. And there's a little part of me that's thinking maybe a semicircular tower out of the mountain might look cool. I think figuring out the staircase all the way up is going to be very important. It's probably theoretically possible to have a square tower or circular tower of stairs that just sort of spiral, similar to the other guys. But I think it would look quite weird with just a really thin tower going all the way up the mountain. I think it needs to be a big castle that sort of takes up all of the plot space. Right, I'm going to throw away beehive because I've got a few, and possibly one of the next gathering missions I will do is going to be flax. But for now, let's just go wood. At some point I need to think about those towers and the second floor of them. So putting in another half, another half wall, or perhaps I need to look at using a whole wall but overlapping it. So I'm in the habit of switching and running around with an axe, which I don't actually need, because what I can do is just hold E button and it will choose the axe for me. So I don't think there's any benefit to me actually carrying the axe rather than having a weapon permanently equipped. Potentially the only good reason is that the weapon doesn't change every time I get within reach of a tree. Which I know sounds silly, but yeah, that does get a little bit frustrating, the sheathing and pulling away. So I like how his tower protrudes, and I want to try and do that, something like that right at the very top, and perhaps sticking out over the other plots. So but okay, inventory full. Actually I can do it, can't I, because I've got 38. There we go. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what resin's for. So I'm gonna fill up one of these and just see. One, two. So 8 stacks fills one of these. 8 stacks. Okay, so I can go and fill up another one. What I want to do though is get the carpentry, basic carpentry bench back, which is 4 beams, 6 planks. So I got beams. Do I have any more planks? I do. So I don't have to use any of the wood that I currently have. Basic carpentry bench. Wait, no. I've got a basic carpentry bench. I need the basic log bench. Go there. Because that's what I can. Oh, no, I don't need that, do I? I need to go over to the blacksmith's bench to repair this. There we go, all repaired. Okay. So, I can chuck some charcoal in here. I'm going to empty my inventory of things. So I need to make simple chest. Okay. Just dumping everything in there for the minute. And then let's do a wood stock up. Then I want to go and get flax next, because one, it's a longer walk, and I want to make it in string. I want to make some straw. There's a handful of things that I want to do, because I think having some beehives on the go producing stuff would be good. I can pick up more mushrooms, blueberries or raspberries, whatever I come across, because they are already existing stacks in my inventory. And if I get any animals, then I will harvest them for stuff. We can worry about that later. I think this is probably the most sensible approach at the moment, is to just start stockpiling resources, and then once I have a stockpile, just make as much stuff as I possibly can. So for example, once all of my charcoal burners are filled with charcoal, if I need to make some ingots, I can take some charcoal out and replace the wood that I've taken out, so that they're always replenishing essentially. So I think those are the right mushrooms. Those ones I think you have to cook to make something good with them. I haven't even got close to alchemy or anything. I'm not going to worry about chasing deer too much for now, just because more wood is better. And what I might need to do is then make some shelves to go on the wall. I can put some more chests on the shelves, and then have a chest of planks, a chest of beams, a chest of long stocks, a chest of short stocks. I hope this dude doesn't log in the next few minutes, hoping to do a load of wood chopping, because I'm kind of stealing all the wood around him. Okay. Just keep an eye out and make sure I'm not picking up any beehives, because I don't want any more of them for the moment. I'm keeping an eye out for boars, because they will come at me. I think I've got the ones that are in the area at the moment. There was the invincible, but I don't know where he's gone. So I think it was good for me to look up the walls and their required carpentry levels, because I was in a, oh, how close am I? Is it only a couple of things away? Now I know it's like 13. No, 23 levels away. I know that I'm not going to rush to those walls, so it's not a case of just making a few of this or a few of that. No beehives yet, which is good. No, wrong tree. So this would be a good haul. I can fill up all of my charcoal burners, and I can then make some shelves to go on the wall. I can make some simple chests, and then I can just fill them with as well. Make a ton of planks, make a ton of beams, something like that. So, whatever those guys are, I'm going to give them a wide berth for now. Although I am getting better with weapons, I do want to make sure I'm not going to get killed in a stupid fashion. I spy a boar. It is very good when there's lots of trees in a very combined space. I need to keep an eye out for blueberries because I think they're around here somewhere. In fact, them, yeah. So obviously being able to harvest as many of these blueberries as I can is going to be advantageous. I need to sort a well out at some point for getting water right on a lake. up to 12. No. A few more should do it. And might as well start heading back towards base, towards home. Penny buns can stack up. Okay. Right, so those are all going. So where can I make that one? So wooden wall shelf. I need planks. Okay. Let's go. And what do I need to make? Simple chest. Planks. Okay, so let's make a load of planks. So let's go. Ooh, fine wood beam. Heartwood. Well, I can't make heartwood yet. Let's do. Let's do a batch of these. Let's do 100 planks. Actually, do you know what? Just going to make all the planks. No, 200. 200. Cool. So I'm going to make some wall shelves. Like 10 shelves. Okay, I made 11 by mistake. And let's make 10 chests. Okay. Right. Let's go with wood shelves, wall shelves. So okay, doesn't like going on stone walls. Good to know. So let's see, have we got reeds? Should have some somewhere. So let's now just make some bog standard walls to go. Yeah. Okay. I thought we could put these chests on walls, but I guess not. So all woody things in that box. So taking that away because I want to put it back down. Tidy like that. So that's going to be my box. So stone and stuff is going. Yeah. Okay, so intestines. And can out. Test. Fine. So on the rack it's 10. And on this 2. So if I want more rawhide, best dumping it on there. And do I have something left over? Yeah, so I can do 1. Do that. And some glue. Nailed it. Okay. So resin's got to go somewhere. Resin and sand need to go somewhere. Resin, sand, and put those. Foxglove, meadow sweet, like, yep. Those are controlled. Okay. So let's put 1, 2, 3 in there. Going to take a stack of that. And actually I want to put the I'm going to put all the meat chunks in. I'm going to mute the microphone for a moment. Okay. There any more? Another carcass in there, so I'm going to do chunks. And then I'm going to put the meat chunks in just in here ready. I'm going to put the vent in there, and I'm going to repair everything, and now I'm going to get as much flax as I can. So for me the tricky part will be not just grabbing up everything I possibly can as I go. So all super run ability, which is cool. Yeah, so you can see like the limestone looks really cool. then you've got the half timber, I think, which I also quite like. I think that's half timber as well. I have to remember this new dash thing because it helps me travel faster but doesn't use up my stamina same way as sprinting does. A little bit longer of a cooldown, but at 30 seconds, too bad. God, look at all those beehives. Starting to get into flax territory. Little rabbit. So flax is a little tougher to see when it's dark, and it's normally around those bee balm. Well, I'm going to pick that up because it'll teach us a new recipe. Thing that screams. Flax. I'm picking up some random bits just because I haven't had picked them up yet, and picking up stuff often gives you recipes or the ability to grow stuff. Oh. I could really do with just finding a big old flax field, really. But that's good. good find. I'm going to drop the seeds because right now I don't know what you do with them, and they're not the number one priority at the moment. Got that nice cottage look, which I do like. But got to get my overall carpentry skills up to be able to make that stuff. So flax, 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 flaxity flax. I think I see some. I do. There might be. Okay. Could be wrong though. Sort of spacey flax territory. Oh, that's it. That's really cool. Here's some flax. And a bit more. Okay, so this is a real good flax harvesting space. So where's... Oh right, okay. We've gone quite a way away. I remember where it is, because it's worth running over here if I can fill my inventory with flax, which it looks like is definitely. Oh, inventory full. So I'm going to get rid of flax seeds, flax seeds, flax seeds, flax seeds. I'm going to pick up some sage because I think I can do something. Yeah, stone planter. So I want to start doing a little bit of decoration stuff. So let's go for a good old sage pile. I do spot the boars, but I'm trying to not kill them because, well, I don't have the space in my inventory to carry the stuff back, and it feels a little bit like a waste to kill them just for the sake of killing them. Keep going this way. I see more flax up ahead. Okay. I don't want those seeds. Or keep harvesting and just chuck away the seeds every time we get full. Don't want to pick up just the flax seed. Up flax. Oh, I don't want to pick up just the seeds. I want the fibres. Ah. That's better. I can pick up a little more flax because I've got space for fibre. But basically, all flax. There we go. So, head down this way until we find the road. Then follow the road back to the house. If I run into someone's house by mistake, I have. So we'll go around. Oh, not quite. I think because I've gone far enough away, this actually makes sense, but we'll find out. Okay, no it doesn't. Moved us further away. Oh well, okay. What I wanted to do to get to... Oh. Pretty sure that... So I might have to run there and make that my home. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, follow the path. Fun little bit of building. That's pretty cool. Some signs hanging up. Yeah, so there's the bridge. I do like that with like a courtyard. Not sure that would particularly work for the Sky Castle. Not saying it definitely wouldn't, but cool. be interesting to perhaps play with. Sorry, I don't need ball stuff right now. I'm gonna keep running. Okay, so I've got tons of flax. So I can make some straw and make some beehives, and I can put some beehives out on our little waterside veranda. I think it's the basic carpentry one. No. Straw, yes. Wow, 1,000. So I've not got any room for anything. So if I eat that and that and some blueberries, I have some at least some space to make straw. So let's check how much do I need for a beehive. So shortwood stocks and planks. So let's do a load of linen string. Do 100 string, and then I'll see how many beehives I have to make sure I've got enough straw to make them to functioning beehives. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Seven. So I need 180, 210. $210 straw. need 14 planks, 28 shortwood stocks. So 30 of these. Okay. So if I make a winch on the basic carpentry, I'll be able to make a well. Wooden winch. Now make a water well. Pottery molds. Okay, I can do pottery molds. I need some bronze nails. What do I need to make a well? Wooden beam and this. Is there any stone? Wouldn't be over here, would it? Here, if there was some. I can mine some from outside. Right. so we've got more production-y thing going on. So I'm going to make all of the linen string. And what I do know that will help is I can use the magic to summon me home, then run down into that great flax area, collect a whole load of flax, and then run back. So So at one point after the server reset, you'd swear killing boars was giving me like woolen fibre. See, what have I not? Pottery mold. I need planks, clay, bronze, nail. What do I need to make bronze? A bronze bar. A bronze bar is 5 bronze ingots. I put bronze ingots to cook in the furnace. So having so I'm just thinking, why do I want stairs to be? Don't know. That's a problem for another day. Would hopefully make things a little bit brighter when the sun goes down. Got Pilgrim's Jerkin, but I've also got Dale's Pilgrim's Jerkin, slightly better. I don't know where I get Plantargo from. And I got Pilgrim's Jerkin 2. Right, so I need to know how to make the weapons belt. Rough strap. Rough straps. Rough leather straps. So, bronze buckle. I'm pretty sure that's what the anvil. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like a stone anvil at some point. I must not have done enough blacksmith to be able to make that yet. So, do I have any ingot? Right, so what can I make with bronze sheet to try and up my blacksmithing? A bronze ingot, tin or copper. So tin and copper. Let's do a big old scavenge for these. Harvest, I suppose. Mining still takes up a lot of stamina. And I tin. How much copper have I got? Okay, so I'll do this copper, and then the rest needs to be tin. Tin. No, run away, run away, run away. Run. So, still not really strong enough to take him on. Right, so I need more tin still. Pretty sure there was some up here. Okay, close enough, I think. Now we should be able to make some bronze, nail, and then I think I can make some pot molds, pottery molds maybe. Let's dump the might need to pick up some more out of one of these. Might need some more wood, but let's just make all the ones that we can. Yeah, so we're going to need to pick up more wood. Yeah, let's make it 15. And then glass, just charcoal and sand. Make some bronze studs, because I'm pretty sure they need something. Bronze, but okay. What was I going to make? Pottery? Pottery mold? Didn't make pottery molds. I need clay and planks. Okay. Planks. Should be clay. Right? So, rough glass. I think I have some. I can make pottery kiln. Okay. Alchemy. I don't have copper. Don't have copper. So let's see. How do I make? Pottery kiln. Okay, limestone. Don't know where to get that from. Buckle. Do I have any rough glass? Yeah, so proper. I'm going to go and get as much charcoal as I can. Get a load of rough sand being turned into glass. Take all this and much glass as you can. Cool. The sandbox for now. I make bronze. Right, I have some sage somewhere. I can make 3 of them. Do I have any copper? Good. No. Can I make ink on here? No. I need to make bronze buckles, but I don't know what I make bronze buckles. I want to make a starfish. Oh, water plant. Okay, I need a little bit. This is where it gets addicting. Because it's now, right, I can just go and get a little bit of wood and I can make the next thing. Failed. Okay, let's make another bronze plate. Try again. Cool. Now got I have to remember 8 is. That's just 5 bronze. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that can be an upgrade. Let's see what. let's see if we've had any glass made. Oh, then I think this is a good place because I need to do up a blacksmith. Yeah, so it's like half an hour. Takes 40 minutes. Okay. Anything. I reckon it's a blacksmith thing to make buckle. Yeah, I think this is a good place to leave. Right.